You lie in bed at night. Your mind rehearses tomorrow's worst case scenario. Your heart thuds against your ribs. But the real reason is far stranger. Your body thinks that catastrophe is happening right now. It cannot tell a thought from reality. It is flooding your veins with the same chemical emergency it would use against a physical threat. The fear feels real. Because to your ancient brain, it is real. Have you ever wondered why? The answer lies deep inside your skull. Most of your stress is manufactured by your own mind. You are the author of your internal war. Inside your brain, there is a network called the default mode network. Neurologist Marcus Reichle discovered it. He found that certain brain regions ignite when you stop focusing on the outside world. They are not idle. They are constructing a virtual self. This network spins stories. It replays painful memories. It imagines future disasters. Researchers call it the DMN. Your DMN was never designed for modern life. It evolved to anticipate predators. A mind that simulated a threat behind the next rock survived. A mind that never worried got eaten. But your life has changed. Your DMN still scans for predators. Now it targets work reviews, awkward texts, and unpaid bills. It treats each one like a mortal danger. Why can your brain not see the difference? Because it uses the same ancient alarm system for everything. When your DMN broadcasts a threat, a small, almond-shaped structure deep in your brain reacts. It is the amygdala. It triggers a cascade of stress hormones. Cortisol surges into your blood. Adrenaline tightens your muscles. Your breath quickens. Your heart pounds. Your body prepares to fight or flee. This is the ancient safety system that kept your ancestors alive. But you are lying still in the dark. The threat is not real. It is only a thought. Yet the chemical flood is identical to a real attack. Your body obeys the signal without asking for proof. Researchers have measured this. In one experiment, participants were asked to vividly imagine a stressful job interview. Their cortisol levels spiked. Their bodies reacted to purely mental events. Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett, a psychologist who studies emotion, explains why. She says your brain constantly predicts what will happen next. It uses past experiences to construct simulations. It does not separate memory from present reality. A simulation of a threat triggers the same alarms as the actual event. Your brain is always forecasting, and your body always readies itself. What choice does your body have? This system was beautiful on the savannah. A quick simulation of a lion meant you woke up running. But your modern mind simulates endlessly. There is no lion. There is only an endless reel of what if. And because the imagined threat never resolves, the cortisol stays high. A real threat ends. You escape. Cortisol drops. Relief washes in. An imagined threat never ends. It loops. For hours. For weeks. For decades. Why does the alarm never shut off? Because there is no finish line. The story just repeats. Chronic high cortisol wrecks your organs. It raises your risk of heart disease. It adds deep belly fat. It weakens your immune system. It shrinks the hippocampus, which processes memory. It fuels depression. Your silent stories are not harmless. They are slowly dismantling your health. A researcher named Dr. Judson Brewer has studied chronic warriors. He found their default mode network is hyperactive. The posterior cingulate cortex, the core DMN hub, fires nonstop, locks them into self-referential loops. Every loop jolts the amygdala. Every loop floods the body with poison. Over time, the brain becomes wired for this cycle. Worry itself becomes addictive. It feels like you are solving problems, but you are just spinning. Your brain mistakes rumination for problem solving, gets a chemical hit of pseudo control. And so you chase more thoughts, more scenarios, more cortisol. Your phone amplifies this. It delivers an infinite stream of micro threats, news alerts, work emails at midnight, social comparison on apps. Each notification ignites the same ancient alarm. Your body tenses at a red badge as if it were a predator's growl. You carry the savannah inside your pocket, and you wonder why you can't sleep. But there is a way to rewire this. Not by silencing your mind, by changing how your brain reacts to its own stories. Researchers have uncovered a remarkable effect of a simple practice: meditation. Dr. Sarah Lazar, a neuroscientist at Harvard, scanned the brains of long-term meditators. She found their prefrontal cortex was thicker. This region sends calming signals to the amygdala. It acts as a brake on the fear response. In meditators, the brake was more powerful. The amygdala was quieter. But the most dramatic discovery came from another study. Dr. Britta Holzell led a team that trained people in mindfulness for just 8 weeks. Before and after, they measured the amygdala's physical size. It shrank. Gray matter density decreased directly in the fear hub. The volume reduction matched the drop in their stress levels. Their brains literally restructured. This is neuroplasticity. The brain remodels itself through experience. Dr. Judson Brewer then used real-time brain scanners to watch this happen. He observed the DMN in action. When novice meditators spun anxious stories, the posterior cingulate lit up. The amygdala followed. But as they learned to simply notice a thought without engaging, the pattern changed. The DMN began to quiet. The connection to the amygdala weakened. The cascade was severed before the chemicals could flood the body. A thought would arise. The brain would label it just a thought and let it go. No emergency. No cortisol dump. What actually happens when you meditate? You focus on your breath or your body sensations. When a thought comes, you observe it. You do not climb aboard. You do not follow it into the story. You just return to the sensation. This action is like lifting a neural weight. It strengthens the prefrontal cortex. It teaches the amygdala that thoughts are not threats. Over weeks and months, the link between DMN and amygdala weakens. The brain learns to say, that is only a story. Your body stays calm. This is not spiritual bypassing. It is biology. The DMN still generates thoughts. It always will. Your brain needs it for creativity, for planning, for a sense of self. But meditation uncouples the emotional charge. You can think without bleeding. You can simulate without suffering. And here is the strange reward. When the chronic film of cortisol is washed from your system, you begin to notice what is actually happening around you. You feel the warmth of the sun, the taste of your food, the presence of people you love. Your body relaxes into a baseline of safety. Productivity rises not because you force yourself harder, but because you stop spending your energy on fake emergencies. Sleep deepens, health returns. All because you taught your body the difference between a thought and a tiger. Tonight when you lie in bed, your DMN will still offer a disaster. Your heart might try to thud. But now you know, that disaster is a simulation. You can watch it appear in your mind. You can even name it. There is a story about tomorrow. And then you can feel your breath moving in and out. Your body will wait for a signal. You can give it the truth. There is no threat here, only an echo's fate. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. The new story every week.